नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं आपको मेरे चैनल पर अनुमोदन करता हूँ। माय चैनल इज अबाउट माई economics and first today I am discussing the class 12th first chapter. Name is Introduction to Microeconomics. Introduction is economy. What is economy? Economy refers to the nature and level of economic activities in an area. It shows how the people of the concerned area earn their living. It basically means the total sum of all the activities of a society's to living or livelihood is known as the economic. And second topic is types of economic. Uh, First is market economy, are those economics in which economic activities are left to the free play of the market's forces. B. Central plan economies are those economies where course of economic activities is dedicated or decided by some central authority or by the government. C. Mixed economies share the characteristics of both market and central plan economies. And the third topic is central problem of an economy at a micro level. There are basically three problems. First is what is produced, and second how it's produced, and third is what, whom to produce. I explain the central problem is the basic economic activities of life are production, exchange, and consumption of goods and services are among the basic economic activities of life. Every society must decide on how to use its scarce resources. The problem of an economy are summarized by the below points. First is what is produced and in what quantities. Every society must decide on how much of each of the many possible goods and services it will be produced. Whether to a first produce more of goods, clothing, housing, or more luxury goods. Second, have more agriculture goods, have industry products and service. Third is use more resources in education and health or to more resource in building military services. Fourth, have more basic education or more of higher education. Fifth, have more of consumption goods or to have investment goods which will enhance production and consumption in future. Second point is how are these goods are produced. Every society has to decide on how much of which of the resource to use in the production of each of the different goods and services. The goods will be produced more whether by using more labor or more machines. What will be the available technologies to use for the production of each goods? Third point, for whom are these goods produced? Who gets how much of the goods that are produced in the economy? How should the economy be distributed among the individuals in the economy? Who gets more and who gets less? Whether or not elementary education and basic health services should be available freely for everyone in the economy. Hence, the allocation of scarce resources and the distribution of final goods and services are the central problem of any economy. The central plan, fourth point is the central plan economy. In a central plan economy, the government of our central authority plans all the important activities in the economy. All important decisions regarding production, exchange, and consumption of goods and services are made by the government. As an example, if it is found that goods or service which is very important for the prosperity and well-being of the economy as a whole, like education or health service is not produced in adequate amount by the individuals on their own, the government may also to introduce the individuals to produce adequate amount of such goods or service, or alternatively the government may itself decide to produce the goods or service in a different context. If some peoples in the economy get so little a share of the final mix of the goods and service, produce economy, that their survival is the stake, then to central authority may intervene and try to achieve an adequate distribution of the final mix of goods and services. The fifth point is the market economy. In a market economy, all economic activities are organized through the market. It is important to note that the term market as used in economy is quite different from the general understanding of a market. For buying and selling commodities, individuals may or not meet each other in an actual physical location. The arrangement which fall allow people to buy and sell commodities freely are defining features of market. In market systems, all goods and services come with a price at which the exchange takes place. The price reflects on an average the society valuation of the goods or service in question. If the buyers demand more of a certain goods and price of that goods will raise. This signals to the producer of that goods that society as a whole wants more of that goods than is currently being produced, and the producer of the goods in the turn are likely to increase their production. In this way, prices of goods and services send important information to all the individuals across the market and help achieve coordination in a market system. Thus, in a market system, the central plan problem regarding how much and what to produce and solve through the coordination of economic activities brought about the price signals. In reality, all economics are the mixed economy where some important decisions are taken by the government and the economic activities are by and large conducted through the market. The only difference is in terms of extent of the roles of the government is deciding the course of economic activities. As an example, in the United States of America, the role of government is too minimal. The best example of central plan economy is the China for major part of the 20th century. My next topic is branches of economics. First is microeconomics. It studies the economic issue of an individual unit like an individual consumer and individual producers. Second is macroeconomics. In study the economic issue at the level of economy as a whole life total employment of resource total nation product. Third point is PPC production possibility curve. It shows the different combination of two goods which can be produced with given resource and technologies. Fourth is opportunity cost. It is the value of a factor and its best alternative use. Fifth is marginal opportunity cost. The rate at which output is used one is lost for other every additional unit of output in use. Second implies marginal opportunity cost. Change in quantity 1 upon change in quantity 2. Please subscribe our channel for the more updates regarding the economics.